Let's see, 6 races, 6 bets, 6 losers.
A perfect record. They didn't call us the bookmakers' friends for nothing.
I think we're going to try to bet winners from now on. Talk about winners. Look at that little Pocahontas. You! Stop the car. Stop the car! Yeah, take it back. Right back in. Don't move. My dear, is there any possible way that I can help you?
No.
Would you like to reconsider that answer?
No.
No. Excuse me. Excuse me, somebody's screaming.
Excuse me, young lady. I'd love to learn something. What did you say to my friend to get rid of him so quickly?
Brett! Brett!
Oh, excuse me.
Hurry up. Come on, what is it? I want you to say something.
Hold it.
What?
Ah, you lost your girl.
Oh, come on, I'm going to show you a man.
A man? What are you talking about?
A red-headed man. A red-headed man with a Viva Zapata mustache. And
So
there's
what?
one very distinctive feature about him. He happens to be dead.
There.
Dead. Well, lead on.
Daniel.
Huh?
What's the hurry? If he's dead, he's not going anywhere.
Come on, will you? Here, take a look. Behind that tree.
Well, he's dead, all right. But no Viva Zapata mustache.
I'm telling you, I'm not crazy and I'm not drunk. The last time I mistook a man for a rabbit was in a Playboy club.
And you were drunk at the time. No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you looked and you shook your stupid head. I'm telling you, I saw a stiff out there. As clearly as I'm seeing you. Now, can I imagine anything as stupid as that, huh?
Well, you might, Daniel. Like I'm imagining, I'm seeing a man behind you right now with a hat and a little mustache, or a big shotgun.
See, you are crazy. You're starting to imagine things.
Daniel, I warn you, he's very much alive. Take a look.
Oh.
Stay put, the both of you. I wouldn't be afraid to use this.
Good afternoon.
Wait a minute. I'll take care of it. You got a license to carry that?
You're trespassing. I'm taking you to Lord Croxley. Get moving!
Don't try to get out of it with this trespassing.
Daniel, save your breath. Do what the nice man asks. Come on.
Well... Great Scott!
Brett Sinclair, John Croxley. Your keeper here caught us trespassing, so brought us along to see you.
All right, Thompson, I'll handle these desperados myself.
Yes, my lord.
You must forgive old Thompson, but you see, we have the most devil of a time with poachers. Oh, my dear Brett, it's marvelous to see you again.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a friend of mine, Danny Wilde.
Are those the men?
Yes, but it turns out they're old friends.
They're lucky.
That's a laugh.
Well, how absolutely riveting.
Oh.
We haven't had a body in the woods since my dear old granddad dropped dead after drinking 3 bottles of port.
Do you believe it?
Are you sure that Johnny was dead?
Yes, Johnny was dead, believe me.
Well, if you say so, old boy. The pity we can't dig up the body.
Well, maybe you can't, but I think that's what you and I are going to do, right?
My lord, Mr. Tease has asked me to tell you he is leaving.
Leaving? Is he in a fit state to drive?
I think so, my lord.
Do you know old Richard Teed?
The political journalist. Yes, I've met him.
Yeah, well, he stayed the night. I took a couple of hundred off him at backgammon, so he sunk a bottle of brandy at lunchtime to drown his sorrows. Well, I'd better bid him a fond farewell. Have a pot shot or two.
Thank you very much. Is he the same rank as you?
Nearly.
Oh, really? Well, he's cute, I'll tell you that. He doesn't even blink when you tell him there may be somebody murdered on his land.
British Reserve. I love it.
Oh, is that what you call it? Throw!
Nicely done, Daniel. I didn't know you had it in you.
This Lord Croxley, is that his name?
John Croxley.
John Croxley. Does he run the interests of your country in the House of Lords?
I doubt very much whether he ever goes near the place. In fact, I doubt if he has any interest in politics, which makes me wonder what on earth he's doing with Richard Teed.
Well, if it makes you wonder, it makes me wonder, kid. Thank you.
That's Lord Sinclair. Wave goodbye.
Who is this guy, Teed?
I only know him slightly. He's a red-hot, dedicated political journalist. Losing 200 quid at a game of backgammon doesn't sound like him at all.
Doesn't, huh?
Unless, of course, he has a particular reason for doing so. Well, seeing as we're here, we might as well have old Croxley give us a drink. He has a very fine wine cellar.
I think that's a terrific
We'll be on to
idea.
town now. Oh, come on, Danny, snap out. Admit you made a mistake. All right, I agree, you saw a man, but he fainted or had something. He wasn't dead.
He was dead, and somebody moved him. That girl, she had something to do with it.
She couldn't have done it.
Maybe not, but she got out of the area in a hurry, didn't she?
Somebody's had trouble.
Isn't that the car we saw at your friend Lord Croxley's?
Teeds. Yes, looks like it.
Hold it!
See if he's got any identification.
His name's Teed, officer. A London journalist.
That's Teed, huh?
Yes, Daniel.
Let me ask you something. On the average, how many times a day do you think a guy can die?
What are you raving about?
That's the guy I found dead 3 hours ago.
Teed was a freelance, Lord Sinclair, and a loner. Once he got onto a story, he played it very close to his chest.
You, any idea what he was working on?
None. But my guess is that it was something big.
Why do you say that?
Well, he's been turning down assignments for the past 3 months. A story that takes that long has to be big.
A political story, of course.
Undoubtedly. Politics was his speciality, and always very top-level stuff. He knew most of Europe's political leaders personally. He was very honest, and I think they respected him for it.
How about his private life?
A loner again. Married to his work.
Oh, thank you, Sir Robert.
Nothing. Hey, let me that. Freshen that up for you.
Oh, no more for me, thank you.
Am I allowed to ask the reason for your interest?
Yes, of course. But shall we leave it that if I have anything to say, you'll be the first to know?
Oh, thanks.
What about Teed? Was he a heavy drinker?
No, joking. Ulcers. Never touched a drop.
Excuse me, young lady. I wonder if you could spare me a moment. It'll only take a second. What does that say?
You've 15 minutes to go.
Thank you. Then what, pray, is this?
Nothing to do with me.
Sorry you've been bothered.
Built the Tower of London to protect and control the city. In its time, it has been a fortress, a palace, and a prison. It has been considered the strongest fortress in the land. And from the time it was built, it has housed and guarded the crown jewels
Surprise, surprise.
of the British.
Well, I assume this isn't a lovely coincidence. The postcard was from you.
Right. I'm sorry for this cloak and dagger approach. I don't want to be seen with you.
Ah, they all say that. By the way, we never did get around to introducing ourselves.
You can call me Marie.
Then you can call me Brett. And I won't tell you my last name either.
I want you to listen, Lord Sinclair, and not ask questions.
Well, can I ask one question? Would you mind if we walked? I'm a little chilly. And I promise to listen.
Stop nosing around.
Nosing around what?
You weren't paying a social visit to Fleet Street, were you?
I thought I was supposed to be doing the listening.
I beg you, for your own sake, not to interfere with matters which don't concern you.
That does sound rather like a threat.
It isn't. If it's of any interest, I'm taking an awful chance talking to you like this.
Oh, I'm flattered, but why?
Because?
Because what?
Just because.
Because you don't approve of murder either, perhaps?
There was no murder. It was an accident.
On which occasion? In the water or in the woods?
So your friend did recognize Teed as the man in the wood.
Ah, now that was silly of me, wasn't it? Well, if that's what you came to find out, you succeeded. Yes, he did.
I know it must seem inexplicable, but keep out of it, both of you. Please.
Apart from saving our skins, give me one other reason why we should.
Probably laugh and you won't believe it. It's not just for your sake. It's for the good of this country.
Are you suggesting that Teed was a traitor?
I'm suggesting, explaining, or answering nothing. Just accept what I say at face value. You'll know the answer soon enough.
All right.
You'll drop it. You won't regret this in the long run. You'll see. Don't try and follow me, will you?
Not if you promise we'll meet again.
On your left, St. Thomas's Tower, in which you will see the dreaded Traitor's Gate. Through this arch passed many of the most famous names in British history. Thomas More, Queen Anne, Lady Jane Grey, the Duke of Monmouth. Some to find at a prison, others to meet their death. Taxi!
Can I give you a lift?
Explanation, please. You and Sinclair.
I was warning him.
Of what?
Warning him off. Telling him to keep out of it. He'd been to Fleet Street.
I know exactly what he's been doing.
Anyway, I think he got the message.
Oh, that's comforting.
By the way, the American did recognize Teed as the man in the wood.
It never occurred to me that he was either blind or stupid. Any other revelations?
No. But as I said, I think there's a good chance they'll forget about it.
Understand this, Marie. I'm quite capable of dealing with Brett Sinclair and the American, and will do so. We're not playing infantile games. There's no room for emotional or independent action, however well-intentioned. In future, you'll act only on specific orders.
I was only...
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, sir.
I'm looking for Mr. Teed, Mr. Richard Teed's flat.
Oh, well, sir, I'm afraid...
Yes, I know I'm Inspector Carruthers of Scotland Yard. May I see his apartment, please?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
If you'll just come this way, Inspector. I think we can walk up the stairs. It's only on the first floor.
Of course. A little stroll wouldn't hurt. Hurt. No one in the flat, I suppose?
No, sir. Nobody since the accident.
Oh, good. Splendid.
Dear, dear, such a nice, quiet chap, Mr. Teed. Shocking business.
Shocking.
Oh, here we are, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, will you be requiring me any further, Inspector?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I've got a couple of those myself, you know. Good show.
Oh, really? So tell me, which have you got?
Safe. Beautiful. I love it. Safe.
Oh, two more of your chaps, Inspector.
My chaps?
They're from the station down the road.
What about them?
Well, they're here. There's Inspector Ryder and Sergeant Smart. All right, Porter, we shan't need you. Oh, right, sir. He did tell me your name, but I forget.
Oh, Carruthers here.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, that's it.
Well, with you chaps here, I think I'll go down to the yard.
Oh, no, please, carry on. After all, 6 eyes are better than 4. I see you've found the safe.
Locked.
They usually are. Sergeant?
Hello. You've got the key.
Teed had it on him when he was killed.
Oh, good thinking.
And how are you going to open it?
Well, I wasn't really, old chap. I was down here just doing a routine check. Oh, good. You've got it open. Thank you so much.
Yes, good.
Oh, is that the Teed story? Perhaps I'll take it down to the yard.
We'll keep it for the moment, thanks.
Well, let me just take one quick look, if you don't mind.
No, that won't be necessary. We'll handle it.
Well, under those circumstances, I think I'll leave.
You're not going anywhere.
You want to bet?
Hold it, Wild. Frisk him.
Watch him.
Hey, Bogart. Who's paying you?
Shut your face. Oh, Ryder here. We've got it. And Wild. Yeah. Yeah, understood. Will do. Oh, by the way, he's left his car outside the building. Will you see to it? Fine. Bye. All right, you can get up now. But take it easy.
What do you think I am, nuts?
Oh. We're taking you out of here. You'll be covered all the way. Now you make one move out of line. We don't want to worry the porter.
You sure do a good imitation of the fudge, you know.
Years of watching television. Car keys. Please.
My car?
Oh, Porter.
Yes, sir.
Someone will call and collect these car keys. Hand them over, will you?
Yes, certainly, sir.
If anyone should call for me, tell them I have to leave.
Yes, certainly, sir.
Oh, Inspector, you didn't tell me the name of the chap who...
Porter,
Yes, sir.
the gentleman in the black hat and the blue raincoat that just left with the policeman, was he under arrest?
Arrest? He's an inspector from Scotland Yard. And the other two are from the station down the road.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Oh.
Police station coming up. Slow down.
Easy, easy.
Hey.
Yes, miss?
I've come to collect some car keys.
Corsair go through here?
Nah, nothing's come past here. Not in the last 10 minutes or more.
Smells good. What year is it?
No year. Low octane, but you'll burn nicely.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to have a couple of bottles of sleeping pills. I'll do it on my own, if you don't mind.
We wouldn't like to put you to that sort of trouble. Well, let's get the cans in the car. Any problems?
Nothing. I suppose this is necessary.
Ours is not to reason. Haven't you learned that yet? You got the stuff? Get his car turned around, come back and give me a hand. Right.
Well, if it isn't the little vanishing lady, come sit in the hay for a couple of minutes.
You're a fool.
Why?
I warned Sinclair. If only you'd stayed out of it for just 24 hours longer.
And then what?
It would have all been over. There would have been no need for this.
Well, if it's going to be over so soon, why don't you just lock me up for a while?
We've had our orders. Get on with it.
Well, they're not getting on with anything.
Hold it! Right, let's get started. Marie, you wait here. Right, that's enough. Give me a hand. Let's get him out. Let's get out.
Danny! Phew, you smell like you've been at a Mets party. On your feet. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Take it easy with it.
Looks like she's gone.
Well, she can't have got far. She didn't have any transport. Yeah. Like that lamp. Let's take a look around.
Ouch.
What's the matter?
Somebody was here a few minutes ago. It's hot.
You figure that by yourself.
Right. If you're up here, don't jump me. Hello?
I'm going to tell you, Daniel. By the way, did you get a look at that thing in Teed's safe?
No, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. I did find a piece of paper on his desk, and I did a Fu Manchu.
What are you talking about?
Well, I rubbed my finger on the carbon on the typewriter.
Yes, I know what you did.
Yeah, right. What does it say, sir?
Meetings.
Meetings.
LC Club.
Club.
Coal Club?
Coal Club.
Coalition Club.
Coalition Club. Do you know that place? Is there a place?
Only by reputation.
Uh-huh.
It's London's most exclusive club.
How come you never took me there?
I don't happen to be a member.
Oh.
It's by invitation only.
I see.
And founded by your friend, Lord Croxley.
Lord Croxley is not my friend.
You drank his wine.
That doesn't mean anything. What is the else? Lord Croxley.
Oh, brilliant, Daniel. I think we should pay a little visit. Uninvited and by the back door.
Okay, here, follow me.
Well, there is Daniel, Lord Croxley's establishment.
Oh, cozy little place, isn't it?
Yes, it has romantic history, you know. It was built by King George III for the woman he loved.
Oh.
She was a commoner, but he wanted to marry her.
Well, did he?
No.
She didn't have royal blood.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. Just his wife, the Queen, didn't approve. Come on, let's find our way into the back.
Let me get my case.
This will do nicely.
Okay, here. Spread this paper on the ground. An old buddy of mine in London, a cat burglar, taught me this one.
Well, what's in the tin?
This is syrup. See what that is?
Treacle.
Right.
Well, what are we doing? Making waffles or breaking them?
Just shut your mouth and pay attention. Now I pour the syrup right along the paper like that. See? Keep your finger out of it. Don't try to eat that. Now, come on.
Tastes good.
Yes.
Haven't had that since I was a child.
Come on, big mouth. Spread this out on the paper. Right all over the paper.
Mess my fingers up.
Come on. Get it all flat on there. That's enough. Now, right now.
Take it up here.
And you cover the top pane completely with a glass. Right? That's the way. Good system.
Perfect. That's absolutely fascinating.
The pro taught me this.
Yes, now what do you do?
Now we break the glass, and the glass sticks to
What do you break it with?
With my boot, you dum-dum. Don't say anything.
Just stay like that, Daniel.
Thank you.
There, that's the lock. Must be in here. I'll open the window. It's like rain.
Can I ask you an important question?
Yes, Daniel.
What are we searching for?
Why, haven't the faintest idea. But if you find it, you tell me, huh?
Red.
What is it?
Chicken. You want some? Want some ham? How about a drink? Hey, do you want to go to a television show?
What are you talking about?
It's a show called Man to Man. Is that a talk show or do they get prizes? If they do, why don't we go?
Yes, I thought you would.
Huh? Here, get yourself something to eat. We've been running all day. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, what's the hurry, Daniel?
Well, the last time I tried to break in any place, they tried to set me on fire. You remember?
I'd like to wait until there's please.
Think.
Sorry to have kept you, Marsden, but as you might imagine, there have been one or two little things to attend to. This is for you.
Thanks.
Any questions? Any worries?
Oh, no, sir, I don't think so.
Good chap. These are the passes to get you into the television studio. I'll see you there. You make sure you see me. I don't want you making any mistakes, do we?
You can depend on me, sir.
Right. Well, you'd better be going. One final thing. If by any mischance you should be arrested after your action, you will, of course, be released within 48 hours.
Thank you.
You'll be writing yourself into history tonight.
What was all that about? And a clue. Something's going to happen tonight and at the television studio. Come on. Want to go to a TV show? There's 1,000 of them. Not there.
Fellows like that shouldn't be allowed on the board.
Couldn't agree with you more, Tyson. I bagged a couple of dozen brace last weekend.
I don't think there's a bird left on my estate. Very bad season.
I don't understand what you chaps get out of the indiscriminate slaughter of birds. Had some damn fine meals. I enjoy a well-hung pheasant.
What was it Oscar Wilde said about you chaps? The unspeakable in pursuit of the uneatable?
Well, what they're doing.
What?
They're picking the British Olympic boring team.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen. The end to which you've all been working for so long is now only hours away.
Not before time.
The last few days have not been without their problems.
Journalist fellow Teed, was he one of the problems?
Yes.
Were you responsible for what happened to him?
We're collectively responsible, Bill. I just happen to be the instrument.
We've always agreed that this should be bloodless.
Oh, come along now. One man dead, possibly a few more like him. We've always agreed there might be up to 100 deaths, and for a coup d'etat, that is bloodless.
Oh, Croxley?
Yes?
Could we have that window closed? There's a terrible draft in here.
I'll shut it. Have any doubts or hesitations before we take irrevocable action? Very well, then. You will all be named as ministers in the new provisional government at noon tomorrow. The state of emergency and the curfew will remain in force for 3 days. Until they are lifted, no one is to make any public statement.
Do you know any of them?
Some of them. All influential, but not on my guest list.
Between us, we represent the highest level of public life. The armed forces, the press, the civil services, etc. 9 men with the power to command and influence thousands of others. 9 men who can overthrow a government and alter the destiny of this country. This is the general text of my impromptu speech. The theme will be anarchy, strikes, demonstrations, civil disorders. But the key line, the cue for action, is when I say that we have lived in a society for too long that permits, even condones violence. And we must once again establish the rule of law.
Well, we shall be ready to play our part. We can be in a state of nationwide martial law within hours.
Gentlemen.
Well, we're not going to hear any more here. Come on, let's go.
Whatever it is, the television studio is where it's at.
Right. Well, get started. What are you waiting for, Wings? Come on.
Come on, Daniel. Oh, Daniel.
Here, allow me. You stole my coat. Are you insane?
We can always go to a tailor.
Oh, yeah, well, we're not going anywhere.
That's right, you're not. It was a mistake leaving your car so close to the club.
And you told me not to follow you. Charming girl.
Thank you very much indeed. Good evening, and welcome once again to Man to Man. The government's proposed Law and Order Bill is perhaps the most controversial piece of legislation of this century. Its opponents have called it the death of democracy. Its proponents claim it is a return to sanity. Tonight, talking about it, man to man, we have opposing the bill Mr. William Benton. And making one of his rare but nevertheless welcome ventures into the field of politics, and demanding even sterner measures than those already proposed, Lord Croxley. And in the hot seat, we are very honored to welcome Her Majesty's Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Norman Russell. Prime Minister, I'm going to ask you to start the ball rolling, if I may, by outlining the main aims of your bill.
I think nobody will deny that in the last 10 years, there's been an increasing temperature of violence, not between the great powers, but here, within our own national boundaries.
Turn down the sound. We don't want to hear that nonsense.
Expressed through militancy. Political opinion is shown through acts of terrorism and sabotage.
Well, is that how it's to start, by killing the Prime Minister?
Yes. It will happen in front of 15 million viewers. There'll be such a wave of public outrage that when Croxley makes an impassioned demand for strong action, the people of this country will not only approve a new government, they'll demand it. By morning, what you found out won't be a secret any longer. You may not have to be killed.
That's nice. Well, as the poor Prime Minister is going to be eliminated for his views, could we hear what he has to say?
Changed at the ballot boxes. They're changed by the people in free and honest elections. So it is the intention of this bill to ensure that the privilege of an opinion is not the exclusive right of those with the loudest voices.
No dog rubbish! Who wants the police system?
Less than anything we're trying to avoid.
The police state! We want freedom! Freedom to think for ourselves!
Gentlemen, please.
It's beginning.
Please, just a moment. You'll all have a chance to give your opinions and ask questions afterwards. Well, that seems to be one small triumph for law and order. Prime Minister?
If we permit the violence to continue, we play right into the hands of those who would impose a police state.
Oh, something's wrong with the set, Stanley.
Yes, we'll come back here.
Fix it, William.
Daniel, open it, will you, please?
Go!
Chicken in the basket.
Come here.
That, perhaps, was a good example of the passions that this bill engenders.
much further?
About a mile and a half.
Well, you better start slowing down or you're going to overshoot the field. Hello, could I please have the police?
Bill Benton is an all-out opponent of the act. Tell us why.
Well, I'm all for law and order. Who isn't? But I think this bill goes too far and starts to strike at the fundamental right of every citizen to express his views. This we will not accept.
Lord Croxley?
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think the bill goes far enough. I want to see a much firmer hand taken before this country goes completely to the dogs.
I don't want to see 1,000 years of the world's finest democratic system destroyed by an undisciplined rabble.
Here, you can't leave that car there, sir.
He's one of the directors. Doing what they know is right for their country, even at the cost of losing temporarily the support of the people. The government must have the power to enforce the will of its people. And I believe it is the will of the ordinary people of this country. That group that has been so aptly named the silent majority, that this power should be unlimited. Every man should have the right to choose for himself, the right to go to work and earn a decent living. End the anarchy. We must seek out and destroy those who would see us destroyed. We have lived too long in a society that permits, even condones violence, and we must once again establish the rule of law.
What are you doing after the show?
Sorry about that, sir. But it should make good headlines. British peer brings down Prime Minister.
Well, thank you very much, and it was a pleasure meeting you. Bye. Bye.
Well, Daniel, I must say I do think you could have been a little more diplomatic.
Diplomatic?
It's not everybody who gets to have tea with the Prime Minister, you know.
Cucumber sandwiches on white bread. You gotta be kidding.
Well, did you have to keep calling him Mr. President?
Well, that was a slip of the tongue.
Oh, I suppose a slip of the tongue when you brought up the War of Independence, hmm?
Well, we won it, didn't we, wise guy?
And did you have to keep on talking about the Boston Tea Party?
Well, they didn't serve cucumber sandwiches on white bread at the Boston Tea Party, I'll tell you that.
And did you have to ask for ketchup? Oh, really?
You can bet your life, my friend, that they got ketchup on the table at the White House.
Oh, really?